I've not always felt comfortable with my identity. I held this belief for a long time that there was a certain way I needed to act in order to show that I'm Black, Puerto Rican, and Panamanian. I felt as if I had to fit into these boxes, but I didn't even know what was inside of them. I was reaching for something without any direction or sense of what I was looking for. Last year, as I was about to begin my student teaching experience, I was so nervous that, as someone who doesn't even have my own identities figured out, I wouldn't be able to properly help my 6 and 7-year-olds figure out their own. How would I help them embrace who they are and express pride in their roots when I've spent so long running from my own? When I began my student teaching, I was completely surprised at what occurred. I felt liberated standing at the front of the room, explaining my mixed heritage. I was so excited and eager to tell them who I am and where my family is from. The moment my students learned I could speak Spanish, our dynamic was altered in a beautiful way. They used language to bring me into their worlds. I realized that hiding parts of myself meant they would hide theirs too. But when I wore my identities on my sleeve, my students followed suit. I went on to teach middle school students, an experience I thought would dissolve all progress I had made with self acceptance. The reality of the situation was quite different from what I had expected. My students didn't want me to have it all figured out or to know all the answers. They wanted to know that I, their role model, was learning, growing, trying to figure myself out right along with them. My students and I explored our identities through literature. I was humbled by the fact that I could look them in the eye and say, "It's okay you don't know who you are yet. Life is about finding out." Before teaching, I didn't know who I was. To be honest, I still don't. But I know I'm Black and Puerto Rican and Panamanian. I know I am just beginning to embrace my natural hair, and my fluency in Spanish is not an indicator of my heritage. Each way we choose to express ourselves is a version of the right way. None of us are part this or part that. Our identities are whole parts of us. It's reflected in how we show ourselves. The world cannot take away your ability to express your identities however you choose.